tall for the. Okay. Well, according to ABBA's 1974 hit song Waterloo, my, at Waterloo Napoleon did surrender. Oh yeah, and I have met my destiny in quite a similar way. The history book on the shelf is always repeating itself. I don't mean to vilify any Swedish pop supergroups here tonight, but we as history students know that this is a gross oversimplification of the study of history. I believe that the quote often attributed to Mark Twain is a better representation of our field. History doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes. Your decision to study history here at Brooklyn College means that you appreciate nuance and recognize that the problems we face today did not magically appear yesterday. Being a history major means that you can connect seemingly unrelated events on opposite sides of the planet because you understand that nothing ever takes place in a vacuum. You see the long view of history with all its big patterns and everyday, often ridiculous components. You recognize that individuals are complex and have a great power to shape the world around them, even in the face of much larger forces. Most importantly, as a history major, you understand that every institution, every system, every person, and every decision is undeniably and unfortunately human. You see the mess that is history in our world, but you still get out of bed every day. But you don't just get out of bed, you seek to make the world a better place. You wade into the violence, destruction, injustice, and prejudice that is our history and are still able to appreciate the cooperation, peace, family, hope, and dumb jokes about ABBA that is also our history. You go into the world knowing that it is horribly cruel, yet simultaneously full of good, that people are both illogical and frustrating, but also altruistic and kind. Everyone should take a moment to appreciate the level of wisdom and strength it takes to hold such conflicting narratives in their head at the same time. That's the power you have as a history major. Just by using the historian's skill set in whatever work you decide to do, you make the world better. You bring thoughtfulness, enthusiasm, and curiosity to all that you do. You should be proud to be graduating with a history degree and to have graduated from such an excellent department here at Brooklyn College. Our professors have studied at some of the best schools in the world, but just as important, they have rich lives full of diverse experiences, interests, and skills that make them better educators and us better students. Their availability, openness, and fierce drive to help students are a significant part of what makes this department so special. I'll echo Professor Napoli when I say that this is indeed the best department at Brooklyn College. But us students are the other component. The questions we ask, papers we write, and viewpoints we bring to the classroom make studying history here so valuable. How many other colleges connect so many students from so many different backgrounds like Brooklyn does? You should go forward knowing that everything you did in and out of the class here mattered and contributed to your fellow students' education. For everyone I've had class with, had the pleasure of talking to in the lounge, and even those I've never had a class with or talked to, I wish you all the best in what you choose to do. To our graduating seniors, congratulations on completing your degree here at Brooklyn College. And I hope that even when you all become very powerful and important people because of your history education, you never take yourselves too seriously. To students and faculty, mostly faculty tonight, returning in the fall, the Historical Society will continue to be a community for all and source of energy, learning, and fun in this department, but only if you help us keep it going. Our current president, Rachel Morales, I forgot that, don't worry, I know, will be stepping down at the end of this semester. During the online years, Rachel guided the Historical Society through the turbulent Zoom times and the revival of the society on campus. Rachel has created a warm and supportive culture as the leader of our society that has connected students in a time of great disconnection. Rachel and our tireless treasurer, Robert Adler, kept our club alive long enough for a magnificent comeback this semester. Thank you, Rachel, for all that you have done, and please know that you will always retain the title of President Morales. The position also comes with a lifelong Secret Service, a pension, and a book deal. As president of the Brooklyn College Historical Society for the upcoming 2022-2023 academic year, I will build on the strong foundations laid by Rachel and Robert. I look forward to another productive year with Robert, our brilliant secretary, Rebecca Gray, and our outstanding new vice president, Rivka Brisky. Our executive board is strong, but our society is only as strong as this department's student community. This fall, our society will be hosting events of all kinds. Talks with professors, lunches, movies, games, and more. Off-campus coffee meetings. We will also be making our society members available to fellow history students as mentors, providing support, advice, and friendship to those who want it. We will closely work with faculty to support our students and understand the barriers to learning. We will publish the work of our student scholars in the next edition of Clio. We will put a man on the moon by the end of this decade. And we will continue to provide a stimulating and creative history lounge for history majors, minors, and plain history lovers from any department. Our lounge is the heart of this department on campus, and when you walk in, you will always find a fellow student who is eager to help you with your work, discuss the world's problems and solve them, complain about readings or essays, and maybe most importantly, you will find students who will ask for your help. And so, my fellow historians, ask not what your society can do for you, but ask what you can do for your society. The more students who come to events and the lounge, the more experiences we get to share and learn from. The more students involved, the more connections we forge that make our community stronger and give us friends for both our college and post-college years. The more students who take the risk and talk to another student or ask for help, the more knowledge and resources we exchange. Friends, students, faculty, we have nothing to lose but our chains. Bring yourself to the department and this society, and I promise that there is a place for you. Thank you.
Micah, do recall that this meeting is being recorded, and so next year when you're delivering your outgoing speech, there will be a record of your promises, which you will be expected to have fulfilled in the next 12 months.
I am ambitious. The state of the society is strong. Yes.